It's just really nice enjoying summer in a park. I was listening to this Dr. Gideon Abai interview about teachers and education, and they saying like our youth should be equipped with technology, so they are leading about artificial intelligence, and Dr. Gideon was kind of like talking about mathematics, the whole cosmos order precisely organized into maths, so he's saying like everything is about maths, so he was saying about this in fact numerology and all that kind of stuff. And well, there is no doubt Dr. Gideon Abai is a highly sociable man, and very rooted in his community, and as a person he's got really good character, very friendly, but sometimes he uses things in a different context, so maths is about so he was saying about all this sociology is not good kind of thing. It's not as good as mathematics, my friend. Mathematics is created for social values, sociology, everything. The globe, the whole world is made for human beings. We're talking about sociology, you know. So if you create all the mathematics, all your star, all this constellation of all the stars, the sun, and all the solar planets, the sun, and all this revolution and rotation, all that kind of stuff, it's all about human beings, my friend. Okay, so it's about sociology. All these philosophers, all the Greek philosophers from the past, and all the Egyptian civilization, all the Babylonian, all these Assyrians. It's all about human beings, It's about sociology, the whole Christianity, the whole uh, Chinese, Confucius, and their self-discipline, and all this, everything. Ethics, it's all about sociology. It's all about social values, social order, human beings order. Our life, civilization, and nature is about ethics. It's about good common values, all this about our villages, and it's about stability of human beings, So you're talking about all this machinery and this artificial intelligence that is devoid of spirituality, devoid of human sympathy, devoid of feeling, and uh, to other human beings, So you're talking you creating this Star Wars kind of this machine human beings, So you create an assembly program there, and they become human machines, which I don't agree with Dr. Gideon Abai respectfully, not in a negative way, because what happened is in Eritrea, all the villagers, because Dr. Gideon Abai takes things in a different context, and they got this idea about this street-wise kind of language. They take bit of that and bit of that, and they try to put it into political kind of organization and into mathematical modeling about these human beings as if they are just machines, this hardware toys that you see all these Europeans and all the whole thing, which is all our kids, and the young generation, they don't have no respect for their parents, and back in our villages and our norms and traditions, it's all about ethics, my friend. Okay, I did work for the health and social care for over 20 something years, and you got the whole European civilization disintegrating and decaying, because you get all these old people, you know, they get old, they are thrown into all these hospice and, you know, old people residents, like, you know, nobody sees them, nobody calls them, like, you know, so they are discarded as if just they are rubbish, you know. And in fact, they do give them assisted death so that they don't become a burden on the taxpayers. And this is what we are heading in Eritrea, like, you know. And Dr. Abay Gideon, he is well versed with our values, you know, our ethical conservative values, like, you know, looking after the old people. These are people, my friend, they contributed into our state building of all our pillars. Okay, so if you're gonna discard them, all these skills are machines, my friend. App skills, application skills, like, you know, iPhone or Android. No sympathy. They don't care about old people. Do you think the old people are, like, you know, just really piece of rubbish? They need to be discarded when they get old, like, you know? And we are heading into this European values of machine, not human beings, machine. So people try to take too much pride on their apps and the mathematical modeling and everything, like, they don't have no feeling, they don't care about nothing else except their own artificial intelligence of all this super clever thing, my friend, all this ego, which they're not human beings, they're machines, you know, mathematical assembled machines, you know. So I've been working with the NHS with all these people getting into dementia and, you know, old age. We used to manage this data called DTOC. So this DTOC is about all these people with dementias and all these people losing. Listen, this is ghetto, like, this is machine. Go. Machine, you see? This is so this is why we're heading, my friend, okay? So all our values, you know, natna kibrat kibri, this is anchored and founded on feelings to your parents, grandparents, you know, the people who made you, my friend, who created you. That what we call Eritrea, my friend, okay? So let's not just use all this streetwise, all this kind of, like, you know, street boy kind of mentality. Hey, I'm super cool with my apps, my friend. Did you see my algorithm, my program, my friend? I'm a mathematician, my friend. I cracked that code, my friend. I'm working for NASA. I'm working for this thing, my friend. I create the artificial intelligence, you know, get hacking out of people's minds, like, you know. I can penetrate and destroy them within one click of a second, and you hit the button, the nuclear reactor button, boom, you know. So this is what we're heading, you know, decay of human values, and, you know, and that's what means, like, you know, I'm best mathematician, like, hey, forget that, man. All this social life, sociology is just really for core people, my friend. Sociology is about human feelings, about human beings, my friend. You know, if you are extremely sociable, all the people love you, my friend. You are a leader, okay? But if you are a machinery and you are just only apps developer, nobody knows you, my friend. You just sit down in your corner in a lower ground floor in a big organization with the long beards. You don't have no sympathy, or, like, you know, you just isolated there. You don't have any friends whatsoever, because you don't have that social skills, sociology. So this sociology is the best, the most important thing, my friend. Beyond mathematics, before you crap rubbish artificial intelligence, your toys and your aeroplanes and your ship, like, you know, people can ride their mules and, you know, their horses and cyclists, and they can walk and run, my friend. So all this mass, all this artificial intelligence, all these algorithms, all the things, it's just really, like, of course, it's very beneficial, like, you know, all the Europeans, they are heading to that direction because they just experience life, what it's all about, like, you know, it's all about human beings, my friend. It's all about sociology, okay? So all these things that you're talking, my friend, that's how it should be. Isn't I get a okay? Asha zbal asha يكون لبام asha, okay? لبام asha مالسي كمزي كله اندفلت like, you know, my friend, enjoy قبره هيوت, you know, بحدا تأكيوم علل بحدا أما أدي شو منتسب بحدا ندابلو you know ከምዚ ናይ ደቂ ከተማ በቃ ቢያትለኒ አዳዳ ጥሪ አይደል እንዴ ዋዋ ኣብዚ ገር መልካሳ ባጎይ እኮ አብሮማ ይነሩ አብሮማ ቢያትናን በቃ ትሹ ቆረባሉ በቃ ትሹ ከምዚ ገርካ እንዳወሉልካ ከምዞም ጥልያን ገለ ላይከና እዚ ናይ ደቂ ስመራ ማለት እዩ ናይ ደቂ ሸዋት አዳዳ ማትማቲሻን ዛፍታ ሚላን እኔ ተማረ አብሮማ መንከ ኸለኒ እዛውን ገጠራት ሲልኩ ላይ ሓማማኹም ይርጉ ርሳሓትኩም ላይክ ነው ሃራምቤ ሲሉ ኮንጎኹም ላይክ ነው በጃምቲ ከተማ አስመራና ከማን ከይተርስሑልና ኪዱ ናብ ገጠርኩም ዓያሹ ዒሻ ልብ ዘይብሎም ሲሎም ገጠራት ላይክ ነው so this is the kind of like mentality they go this people from streetwise all this abashawal all this Kenisha educated all that kind of stuff they look down our values our norms you know our conservative values that has evolved for so many thousand years. That is what made us as Eritreans, Ethiopians today, you know. That's our anchor. Okay, if we lose this, you know, opting to all this machinery apps and everything, then we're gonna lose it, my friend. We're gonna be decaying society like the Europeans. We're gonna be locking in our cardboard flats, you know, not just saying hi to each other. Isolated, just always living on our apps, you know. Hey, I want pizza. Hey, I don't want friends from this village, you know, from all that kind of stuff, man. I just live on my own, you know. I'm a mathematician. I'm algorithm writer, a coder, mathematician, my friend. I don't need all these dirty people, like all these old villages, like, you know, all these people riding their mules and like, it's a dirt, my man, kind of thing, you know. Which is social decay, my friend, value decay. Okay, so I think we have to be extremely cautious about this thing. Like, you know, let me just let. So, my friend, what happens is in Europe because of all this decay. Why God is all people decaying, moral decay. Okay, they become extremely selfish. They don't want to have no kids, no people whatsoever. You know. So they isolate themselves, they get old and you know, they go like, you know, maybe 8 bedroom, only one person living there, not sharing with other people, you know. That's called social decay, okay? Order decay, value decay. All these people that you see, all these religious leaders, all these disciples, all these people, you go like this scholar like St. Paul, all these people, my friend, you know. All these patients, all that, if you read all the Bible and everything, my friend, if you're a Christian, you go all these patients, people like saying like, hey, if someone hurts you, don't revenge. I'm the Lord who's gonna revenge on them. Like, you know, it's all about patience, you know, self-discipline. They go all this Chinese and you know all the Indians, like, you know, if you're a nasty person, if you try to crush everyone hurt, so they run away from you. If you're a threat and they think you're gonna kill them, they defend themselves and they're gonna knock it down on the ground, okay? But apart from that, they run away from you. So the nasty person that you are, you're gonna try to do the same thing on other people and they're gonna cut and slice your throat, okay? Because you will find people like you. So all this patience, you know, all this don't revenge, all that kind of stuff, you know, all these are values, ethical values, my friend, you know. Policy, code and conduct, how people should lead their life as individually, as a collective society. These are norms and you know ethics that has been practiced in the ancient Greek philosophers. You go all this Aristotle, Plato, you know, all the people, you know. So like, you know, don't look down on these people, on these villagers, on whatsoever, like, you know. And you try to create them upskills, like, you know, devoid of spirituality, devoid of ethics, devoid of feeling to their parents and everything, my friend. So you just taking pride in this thing, my friend, okay? So if you don't have love for all these people disabled and everything, like these people who have contributed everything for the freedom of all their people, and you look down on them because they lost their legs, maybe something, like, you know, you're gonna be the same like them, my friend, because mind you, nobody is going to escape disability. I mean, there's a degree with disability. Some people, you know, they lose their mind, some people they lose their legs, some people their eyes, some people, like, you know, somehow in the stage in a stage of your life, you're gonna feel that maybe it might be 1 week, we're gonna get sick, my friend. We are human beings. We are made up of feelings, emotions, you know. So this is sociology, social, like, you know. Obviously, when having said this, it doesn't mean I don't like technology. It doesn't mean I don't like all the algorithms and everything. We need it, but hey, we should balance it, like, you know. So እዚያም ገጠር ከምዚ like I don't know, my friend, you just getting it wrong. Number one, you're just really simpleton, imbecile. How's the pronounce? Imbecile means like a simple mind, foolhardy kind of thing. People don't try to conceptualize, and they don't try to understand the whole part of the thing, you know. These are people really stupid people, like, you know, they get a little job somewhere at university somewhere, like they think they are, like, you know, they just manage the whole world, they create the whole thing, you know. So this is really not right. Well, I'm not talking about Dr. Abai Gidon. Well, I don't have a lot of respect for him, everything, but when they try to lecture and tell you, like, hey, these rich people are no good, the teacher is the best, kind of thing, like, all this algorithmic teacher, all this mathematician with his beard, with his long beard, kind of like self-neglecting beard, all that kind of stuff. So sociology is very important, my friend, okay? If you got feeling to other people, love, emotion, and care, you are the man, my friend. Then you find everyone doing the mathematics, like, you know, some code writers, some programmers, algorithm writers, because you are the social dynamo, the leader. You got emotion, you got love, my friend, you got energy, flow, you know. Everyone loves you, everyone likes you. So social life is not something like, you know, you belittle and you take a preference mathematicians instead of social life and sociology, like, you know. If you got people with sociology, social skills, they connect you with the whole globe, you know. People that are too far from your traditional cultural values, somewhere else, in China, in India, in Europe, Latin, everyone, my friend, you're the man. You got sociology, social skills, like, you know. So life is all about human beings, about everywhere. So that means you bring all these people from 8 billion population into your Eritrea. You make Eritrea global superpower. That's social life, sociology skills, okay? So if you are a mathematician and you go down into lower ground floor in a big corporates or big organizations, like, my friend, nobody even knows you. So, like, because I just wanted to put a context, like, you know. And sometimes, like, you know, when other people try to belittle other disciplines of studies, or like umbrella of studies of science, a science, social life, sociology is a science, okay? Mathematics is a science, so they kind of complement each other. It's not something that you just can isolate and separate one from the other. Anyway, thank you very much. I just felt to just put a context in a critical way, not negatively, but obviously this is just, like, you know, to engage people in the debate. Like, you know, we got people with different skills from different perspectives of life experiences, you know, studies, and, you know, value tendencies, you know, their study and their hobbies and everything. So it's not something that you can belittle and just try to make you so big in other people's talents and, you know, natural gift, as if it just you relegate it into just, like, you know, trivial, non-important thing. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, adios.